Yeah. Hey, why everybody turn their back on Offset? Since I used to be a big fan for, I'm still a fan for sure. That nigga Offset hard, gang. Migos, I missed the Migos, man. RP take off, all that. Since then, let's see why.
Offset has a lot of bad habits, bro. Like he's a serial degenerate gambler.
Yeah, I know about
Throughout the
that.
2010s, Offset, along with Quavo and Takeoff, ran the industry. The group Migos had hit after hit, won endless awards, and had countless chart-topping albums and singles. Migos was synonymous with fame, wealth, and success even
Yo.
after they broke.
One thing I never understand is how you get addicted to gambling, folks. And on top of that, I'm trying to get addicted and they be ass, gang. They be losing, folks. How do you get addicted to losing? Like, I'll never understand that. Like, ever, bro.
Broke up in May of 2022.
Yeah,
However, since then, Offset's elite reputation has tanked hard to the point that his finances have become the laughing stock of the industry. And it wasn't because of hard times or a bad luck streak, it was because he literally gambled it all away. Offset has one of the most severe gambling problems the industry has ever seen. It's caused him to go from the pinnacle of wealth to being in debts that are literally threatening his life. But how could that have happened to someone who was so successful? To find that out, today we're doing a deep dive on
Well, mind you, them casinos be with the mafia and shit, folks. Be with the mafia, all that. Like, they'll really do it to you, bro, about that little debt, gang.
Offset's
Shit
rise and
bad.
fall and how he's turned into the biggest
They be doing that shit
degenerate
to
in the
athletes and
music
shit.
industry.
They
How
gonna
did
be
Offset and
athletes and shit.
Migos first rise to
They
fame?
dead.
How did Offset allegedly go broke after making millions off rap? And how did his gambling habits almost cost him his life? My name's Poncho, the host of Rap Lore, and we're gonna dive into it right now.
When you win so much money, you don't know what to do with yourself. This nigga fell asleep at the table with 250.
To understand how Offset got to such a dark place, we first need to understand his background and where he came from. Kiari Kendrell Cephas, also known as Offset, was born on December 14th of 1991 in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is a suburb northeast of Atlanta. He grew up in a close-knit family and was raised alongside his cousins Quavius Marshall, also known as Quavo, and Kirshnik Ball Takeoff. His dad was absent in his childhood, which drove Offset to the streets to find guidance and a male role model. He began rapping as a teenager along with his cousins, which honed their flow, technique, and unique call and response style. Around 2008, they became an official group, initially using the name Polo Club before switching to Migos, and they started dropping music like crazy. They put out several mixtapes that made noise around Atlanta and really cut through the noise with their 2013 smash hit Versace.
Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. I know that you like it. Versace, my neck and my wrist is so sloppy.
Versace did crazy numbers, charted on Billboard, and got the attention of Drake, who hopped on the remix, boosting the Migos name even further. From there, the group put out massive songs like Bad and Bougie, Slippery, Motorsport, and Walk It Talk It, solidifying themselves as hitmakers and rap royalty. In May of 2022, after having one of the most legendary runs in rap history, the Migos would break up due to creative and business differences between Quavo and Offset. Offset wanted to pursue a solo career, while Quavo wanted to partner with Takeoff and continue Migos, deeply fracturing the connection that they had. Then on November 1st of 2022, any chance of a reconciliation was shattered when Takeoff was fatally in a bowling alley in Houston. He would pass at 28 years old, and Offset would say in an interview that the group cannot continue without its main man. Despite this breakup and Takeoff's tragic death, the amount of money Offset made in his rap career should have lasted for 10 lifetimes. Unfortunately for him though, things would play out in a much more sad, dark way.
Oof, bad news for Offset. He's facing major financial troubles for his unpaid tax balance. They're saying it's past 2.3 million. Oh man, that is not what you want.
The first sign that Offset was dealing with major money issues came to light in 2024 when the IRS published that the rapper was in major debt. And when I say major, I mean major. For reasons that we don't know, Offset refused to pay taxes between 2021 and 2023, which led to the IRS slamming him with a $1.5 million tax lien. Now, to be fair, this isn't unique to Offset at all. Lots of famous artists have had big tax issues like DMX, Lauryn Hill, Ja Rule, and recently 6ix9ine. But that doesn't make it any less embarrassing. After years of not filing and having interest accrue, in 2025 it was revealed that the total amount owed was $2.3 million. Now, it might be up for debate if not paying your taxes makes you a degenerate. I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me know in the comments if it does or doesn't. But the thing that definitely makes you a degenerate is
Man,
the
that
fact
shit be
that
funny as hell when you can do that. Like, gang, you can't just think. Like,
he not only didn't
I
want
see
to
what you're
pay,
trying
but
to
he
do,
tried
though.
to coerce his wife at
Nah,
the
watch
time,
this.
Cardi B, to foot the bill. And the way he tried to force Cardi to pay for his
It's Cardi B bad, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments, y'all. It's Cardi B bad, bro. It's Cardi B bad, bro.
mistakes is by hanging their divorce over her head. Cardi wanted to get divorced in 2024 for like the third time.
Okay.
After Offset was repeatedly caught cheating and being unfaithful, which is also very degenerate activity too. Offset then leveraged this on Cardi by refusing to finalize their divorce unless she helped him with his massive tax bill. She would break down all the details on the Twitter Spaces live.
The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for the taxes. The only y'all want to know the tea? The only way I can get out of my marriage is if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm gonna fight for that. This is not no love. I'm not gonna stop living my life because on a contract, I'm practically still married because somebody want to hold me hostage if I don't give them millions of dollars to get out of it. So that's what I'm going through in life.
That is crazy on a level that I've never even heard of before. It also makes you wonder, where did the money go? Migos was a world famous act. Offset had more chart topping songs and features than I can even count. So
Look, I didn't think he lost his money, cuz he just want more. Now he probably lost dumb pay.
what
Fucking
happened?
gambling.
And this is where gambling enters the
Excuse
picture.
my language.
Offset is one of those guys who spends money really quickly. He's always made a lot of money. For whatever reason, when it comes to gambling, it comes across like he doesn't have it.
There's no other way to say this other than saying Offset has one of the grossest gambling addictions I've ever seen in the industry or my life in general. I tried to find a story on when he started gambling but couldn't find any reliable sources, so it's hard to say. But regardless, today he's in the full swing of it, being seen in casinos around the country on a regular basis. However, he's clearly not had the best luck inside those casinos because he's taken some crazy losses at the hands of slot machines. Reports are scattered on how much he really lost, but it ranged from being down a couple $100,000 to about $800,000, which the celebrity bodyguard Big Homie CC revealed on Cam Capone News.
He was down 800,000.
In one session though, if that's all he lost for a nigga like that, that ain't like that's insane. Like nigga, I don't give a fuck how rich I am. I wouldn't even lose 1,000 gambling for. We're like, all right. Now if I had $175 million for, okay, I'd throw 1,000 on the gambling dice for. Hey, we in somebody else's pockets. Let's just stop doing
At
that.
the time of this, when it
That
happened.
whole shit.
But the biggest issue isn't that he gambled his own money away, it's that he was gambling everyone around him's money away, oftentimes never paying them back. Some people took the loss on the chin, but others don't play about their money at all. Enter the picture Lil TJ, who Offset borrowed money from and ran off, leading to Offset almost losing his life. There's a lot of lore here, so I'll break it all down. Sometime around 2024 to 2025, Lil TJ loaned Offset $10,000 because he was broke at a casino. According to TJ, he was asking everyone around for Cash App so that he could keep playing. And not gonna lie, that is embarrassing as hell for someone like Offset to do, but regardless, here we are. Offset never returned the 10 bands, which made TJ irate, causing him to expose Offset on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That nigga broke. That nigga pop.
Offset then responded to the call out by offering to fight TJ live on stream in New York. Quote, let's hit it on live. I'll fly you out. This ain't gonna stop the you fell off allegations. Meet me in New York and give me a one on live. The two exchanged DMs about the situation where TJ demanded.
Where you at? Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a bro. Ouch, what the fuck? Smack the whole. I'm out you. Lil you joking, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I said. Just seeing this pop up, gotta be the wrong nigga. You texting, why? Smoke, you. Okay. I'm stupid. Use the freaking emojis, cuz. To slit shit out you, okay? You barely lived already. Who you think you talking to, ninja? You gotta be talking to the wrong ninja. I'm in New York right now. Come smack me, little clown boy. Little butt boy. You know what I'm talking about. See, I'm gonna have to not cuss. You gotta not cuss on YouTube. Y'all said, YRN, yo, pay that tab, homie. Don't fade yourself over a little 10 pack. Miami. If it's that, stop DMing me for choice reasons. Nah, never that, little bro. I just want my 10. I mean, he popped though, just in case.
Did his 10 racks back and saying that he would smack the shit out of him. Offset replied by saying, quote, "Nigga, get it back in blood." TJ then leaked the DM exchange with the caption, "Yo, pay that tab, homie. Don't fade yourself over a little 10 pack." And that caption was the perfect foreshadowing for what was to come. On April 6th of 2026, shit hit the fan outside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. According to the FBI, a large group of people from TJ's camp ambushed Offset trying to steal his watch to compensate for the money that he owed. During the scuffle, someone in TJ's entourage pulled out a gun and Offset in the butt, the booty, the ass. Damn. And jokes aside, it's pretty scary stuff. People immediately started drawing parallels to this situation in the tragic death of Takeoff back in 2022. However, this one had a relatively more positive outcome. Offset was rushed to the hospital and listed in stable condition and released the next day in a wheelchair. That's also where the now infamous photos of Offset smoking a cig in a hospital gown came from. Lil TJ would get arrested right after the situation, not for the actual shooting, but for disorderly conduct, and he caught that charge because he allegedly orchestrated the fight between his crew and Offset. TJ bonded out right away and made a video calling Offset a rat, accusing him of cooperating with the cops.
The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me.
But cooperation or not, as of May, nobody's been charged with the shooting, so we'll stay tuned in to see how that develops. And here's the thing, right? You could make the argument that Lil TJ and his crew are in the wrong for how they responded to Offset running off on them. That's 100% a valid stance to take. At the same time as Offset, you don't get to decide how people respond to you robbing them. If you do someone dirty, you can't control how they respond and how violent they choose to be. Especially when you DM them crazy shit like "get it back in blood." Even if it's a horrible choice on TJ's end to act the way that he and his crew did, Offset is still on the receiving end of that. You're on the receiving end of a horrible decision sparked by your inability to control yourself at a casino. But I guess for Offset, these risks weren't big enough deterrents, leading to where we are today.
It's obvious that there's a problem there, for sure. I mean, you know, you lost your brother to gambling. Hey, you lost Takeoff to gambling. Hey, and you go right back to gambling.
Why I keep playing him? Hey, bro.
For sure.
Leading to where we are today.
It's obvious that there's a problem there, for sure. I mean, you know, you lost your brother to gambling. Hey, you lost Takeoff to gambling. Hey, and you go right back to gambling. After Takeoff's passing, I wouldn't want to see a piece of dice ever in my life again.
Now, most people would think getting would be the peak of how bad it would get for Offset, and realistically it probably is, but the next closest thing would be the fallout from when the story broke. People had mixed reactions about the shooting. While a lot of people immediately showed concern for Offset and prayed for a speedy recovery, others didn't necessarily feel the same. In fact, a large group of people came forward to share their negative experiences with Offset in regards to his gambling. Exhibit A is Ebro, the ex-Hot 97 host who Offset owed $5,000 to.
I've talked to him 1,000 times since then and never jammed him up about $5,000.
No, of course.
Because clearly he's somebody that didn't pay his bet.
Exhibit B is Selena Powell, the OnlyFans model who Offset finessed out of 5 figures.
Has $15,000 of her wedding.
Yeah, I need a little shout out.
So we're definitely recording everything. We're definitely getting everything because we're gonna get this money.
And Exhibit C is Des Bryant, the ex-NFL wide receiver who made a lengthy post about his experience with Offset. Quote, "I don't ever talk about what I do or my relationships with anyone, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick story between me and Offset. I beat Offset out of 8K. He tried to take a nap on me and I go to tap on him to wake him up, telling him I need that 8K. His partners saw me tapping on him. I could tell his partners wanted to jump on some bullshit. I chilled because I was by myself, completely outnumbered, so I charged it to the game. I swear to God, Offset reached out to me yesterday, 3 hours before we got on a money play. I thought about it and said, I'm good. Then I saw the news later and was like, damn, some people don't play about their money. And the list goes on and on and on. Bro got exposed for running off on the whole industry, sinking his reputation into the gutter. But his issues didn't end there. Just 2 days after being shot, Offset got sued by a Detroit casino for running up a $100,000 credit line to gamble, which he never paid back. Seems to be a little bit of a theme here. According to reports, the casino owners tried to get in touch with Offset but couldn't do it. So they tried to withdraw the money from his account directly, which were the terms of his credit line, but there wasn't enough money in the account to cover the bill. This is a fresh case, so we'll see how it plays out over time, but it's so crazy to think that this is Offset that we're talking about. Offset, a member of the biggest rap group of the 2010s. Yes, that's who we're talking about. It's crazy, bro. It's genuinely embarrassing. Despite all this negativity, there was one good luck spark that came recently. The beef between Offset and TJ took an unexpected twist on May 14th when Lil TJ waved the white flag.
Offset's a bum. He over here taking people bread, running off. Hey, I'll get back and play. I'm like, damn. I thought y'all was gonna film me, feel me? What owe you? It was 10K, it was nothing, bro.
To be honest, I did not see that coming. I thought this was gonna be a lifelong beef and rap, but life is full of surprises, I guess.
Don't ever count me out or put me in a place where I'm not valued or you think I'm not valuable, I'm not good enough. I'm the best if I have to be.
So with that said, what does this all mean for Offset? Well, first, despite getting in the ass over 10 grand, it doesn't look like he learned his lesson at all. This was proven a few days after he left the hospital when he was seen right back in the casino in an electric wheelchair gambling again. That is beyond crazy in my opinion. I know I've been making jokes this video, but in my eyes, this is really a raging gambling problem, and it's probably in Offset's best interest to get some help for it. I think that, and a lot of other people think that. DJ Vlad even said in an interview with 1090 Jake that Offset should go to Gamblers Anonymous and get right.
Go to Gamblers Anonymous, man, and really
It's a
get.
real thing. Like, niggas really are addicted to gambling. And then niggas be ass. Like, you can't hit up Mickey Mace folk, tell him put you down, woo. Like, you feel me?
Get yourself right, Offset.
Something about that Mickey Mace nigga, too. Like, y'all think that shit real? Like, you think, I got some cussing for. Y'all think he, like, really like that? Like, with the gambling joint?
Because this is sad.
Also, when he was released from the hospital, he made a post about the situation where he thanked people for checking in and said, quote, "Life's a gamble." So it's either he's trolling or he really didn't learn a thing from the situation. Now, I can't imagine that Offset is truly broke from his gambling habit. Migos made so much money during its run, he's still likely getting royalty checks from his music, and he can still make money. He can still tour, do features, do interviews, and lots more things to get the bag. At the same time, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Offset could gamble his last dollar away. And there's examples of people with 9-figure net worths who've done this before. One example is Terrace Watanabe, a successful businessman that gambled $350 million in a matter of a few years inside of Vegas casinos. He's actually banned from Vegas casinos because of how much money he spent and how he basically ruined his life. Nobody is immune to the effects of addiction. If no one or nothing intervenes, Offset's gambling addiction could take him for the worst ride of his life. With all that said, that's how Offset became the biggest degenerate in hip-hop. But also, this is just how he's been a degenerate with his money. This doesn't include any of the legal issues he's had over the years or the crazy cheating history he's had in relationships, mainly Cardi B. He is literally a serial cheater. While he was dating Cardi, he was documented to have been...
Alright, though, that was why everyone turned their backs on Offset. Offset is a tweaker, bro. Why is he still gambling? Cause, you know, that is just absurd to me. Makes no sense to me. KJ, they lit. Yeah, but that, alright, that was yeah. Y'all have a nice one, man. I don't like this video. You know, I always do that every time now. When I react to somebody, y'all do the same for me. And comment and subscribe, comment, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like.